Well, when it comes to Father's Day gifts, one of the time-honoured classics is always a Lego set. And I tell you what, it works on a number of levels. As a car person, they appeal to the mini engineer in all of us. And as a dad in a busy world, building a set can actually help you take some time out from, well, what's going on day to day and actually just give you a little bit of a therapeutic break. Well, I've got this, the LEGO Technic 4GT with 1,466 pieces. Just how long do you need on Father's Day to turn it from a box into a pretty cool working model? Well, we'll find out. So grab your slippers, fill up your favourite mug with a fresh cup of coffee and strap in as we build a 4GT. Okay, well, bag one is done. It's taken us about an hour, and what we've got is our V6 engine there in the back. We've got some working suspension. We've even got what looks like a gear linkage to sort of work through the car there. So it is beginning to take shape. The rear of the 4GT, mid-engine, V6, looking pretty good. On to bag two. Bag number two has a lot of pieces in it. I think this one's going to be a bit trickier than bag number one, but the dog has come to help. All right, here we go. We've got a full chassis, we've got seats, we've got steering wheel, we've got a dashboard, we've got everything connected. It's all starting to look pretty good. We're on to bag number three, and it's time to break out the big guns to keep this going. As you can see, the idea of having this done in a quiet amount of time during the day has gone well out the window. The sun has set, dinner has been had, we've still got a bit to go. I don't know how many hours I've been at this already, but it's certainly taken a little bit longer than I thought. A little bit fiddlier than I thought too in some of these spots. There's some tricky stuff to get this thing built, but I think you'll agree it's looking pretty cool. All right, well, we are nearly finished bag three. Still, it is taking a lot longer than we thought, but it is looking pretty cool. It's starting to take shape now. It's starting to look like a car. We've got steering has been connected there. You've got suspension in the front. We've got our dashboard. We've got our fairings in the back. We've got a 4GT number plate. Very cool. Getting there. This is all that remains of bag three. It's worth noting that when you get to the end of a bag and you got less pieces, they become proportionally or disproportionately more difficult to find. It's very strange, but look, we're getting there. The other bags don't look anywhere near as daunting, but we are making some big inroads. The sticker pack is being used. It's getting pretty late though. It's already 9:30. This is taking a lot longer, but actually it's a pretty rewarding build, I've got to say. As the lights started to fade, I actually got banished from the front room and was told to pack up my Lego and get out. So I had to relocate down to the lounge room to finish this off while the rest of the house went to bed. So apologies if you can see the light fading and the pajamas on, but the 4GT just needed to get finished. Well, here we go, a new day. I'm back at the office, a fresh cup of coffee, not wearing pajamas anymore, and you can see that 1,466 pieces of Lego 4GT have turned into a Lego 4GT. Now, the build did take a lot longer than I thought. I've added it all up on the time lapse, and it was a bit over 5 hours of continuous Legoing, if that's a verb. What I found really cool, really challenging in parts, probably old person fingers to get some of the fiddly little bits. Some of the illustrations weren't quite clear, and as the light started to fade, because I was up pretty late trying to get this done before I got in trouble from the family and having bits of Lego everywhere, so it was a flashback to being 10, was trying to tell the difference between dark blue pieces and black pieces. But anyway, we're here and it is a really cool model. So you've got working steering with a thing on the roof there. You can open the bonnet to have a look and see what's happening there. You've got really cool up-hinged doors that work well. There is a gear shifter inside in the car where you can adjust the height of the rear spoiler so it can extend it up and down. You've even got an opening engine bay here to see the V6 where the little pistons will pump away. But I reckon probably the coolest bit is you've got this crazy diffuser along the back here. So it's a pretty impressive model. But I tell you what, if you're thinking for Father's Day, have you got 5 hours to carve away time from the family and kids to build this in peace and quiet? Probably not. So my suggestion would be to set it up on the kitchen table or somewhere like that, get the family involved, get people to come and build a few steps as you go through. Maybe you can finish it over the course of a week. But it's one of those things in terms of a timeless gift and something fun to do. Lego Technic 4 GT, well, it certainly worked for me, and here's hoping that any lucky dads out there who do score Lego for Father's Day are allowed the time to build it. If you've got any questions, hit us up in the comments. For a full breakdown of the build and some photos of the process, head on over to Drive.com.au. I'm going to need to kind of de-Lego myself for a while and stick to the coffee and probably some real cars, because this definitely stretched my brain and had me going for probably way too long on any Saturday that I should have.